What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Park Hard Talks. I'm the co-host, Zach. We got a very special today. Well, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Brandon Douglas. Everybody calls me B-Dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, happy to be here, man. Appreciate
Yes,
y'all for having me.
Of course.
Glad to have you on. As always, we have our host, CJ.
Host with the most.
And we got a very special guest, too, also. Back from a recent trip. Cameron Theory, everyone.
How y'all doing?
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to be back on the PCT couch. You know?
Of course.
One and only.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? See, if you haven't already, go watch the last podcast. That was ZD's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ZD's podcast. Go watch that. It's a really good podcast. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to that video or to our podcast, and go like that video. Let's see what else. I gotta go find that the 20 things that Zay said in his little video. I'll show you that later. But yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe and follow us on Twitter, TikTok, everything else. We'll have all that down below. So shout out to our editor for that. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Just want to say thank y'all again for watching and supporting us, for real, man. It's cool seeing like the growth of this whole thing, and with like all the clips that we've been doing, how much like exposure it's been getting us, and like random people are liking the videos and in the front of the
One thing, sorry. So one thing I gotta add in real quick.
That's right.
That I'm really proud of
What's up?
is that you found that algorithm.
Yeah, facts.
Because I've been watching that shit. We've been
I
like
have.
consistent on 1,000, like
Yeah.
thousands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
views.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I cracked the IG algorithm. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
I'm
lie.
like, okay, that's pretty
That
cool.
algorithm's crazy because
Yeah, hard,
my
bro.
homie E, who that I was with at the little function or whatever. He was trying the whole like fitness stuff on Instagram,
Yeah.
and like he was doing it on TikTok, and he blew up like super quick. And he was like, "Bro, this shit's a science." And he was like, "Man, you got to post at these times."
Yes.
And he's like, "Man, on Instagram,
Research.
yeah." And he was like, "On Instagram, it's so much harder," but like he kind of started to put it together, and then he started doing some other stuff with work or whatever, so he got busy. But yeah, he was telling me about that algorithm, bro. It's it's just real.
It's a science, bro, for real.
Yeah,
like, and it's crazy. Like, I think I got
Yeah.
it. It's just having the clips at the time, and like thinking of like the captions.
See, and that's the issue too. Like, just kind of talking to people like from Google, because like Google changes their search algorithm all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's not like you'll have it for like a month, and then like the next month it changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the way it works. So that's the problem. Is like you tell too many people about like when to post it, all this other stuff, then all of a sudden two people get out about it, and then all of a sudden like it loses like the whole
like it loses why it was.
why it was working.
Yeah.
So that's like a problematic thing about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to put it in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try
I know,
to-
I've seen it. I'm just recognizing it.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's you become a student of the game. You
Yeah.
you gotta praise that.
Facts,
Become a
facts.
student
Appreciate
of the
that.
game, bro.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. But yeah, so we have Brandon on. This is actually like our official like first time like sitting down chopping
Yeah.
up with you.
Yep.
The first time we met
Yep.
you was at our homie Drake's house.
Yep.
Yep.
Cam had invited you to do a little like be a little DJ at it, kickback,
Yep.
which was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like doing that was crazy. It felt like we were at the club, you know,
Yeah.
like we're just having a good time, you know what I mean, and like vibing with everyone, and like not having to worry about like, oh, I gotta play this song, or
Right.
where's my
Yeah.
friend? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
cool to have that.
Yeah.
So and then you had just like swiped up on one of my stories, bro, and you're like, hey, like, can I get on the pod? I'm like, yeah, bro, of course. Like, I fucked with you, and the music you were playing was great, bro. You were going crazy, and like you seem like you're a good dude. So I just kind of wanted to sit down, chop it up with you, kind of get a little background of who you are, and
for sure.
what you're into. I've been seeing, I follow you on Instagram, so I see all the stuff that you repost, and your photos be going crazy, you look dripped out, I see you. So
Trying.
just kind of wanted to get a better understanding of who you are as a person, and like what exactly you got going on in your life. So I guess we could start from the beginning, just like where you from, and kind of like your upbringing, like childhood type shit.
Shit, like I had said earlier, bro, from Hutto.
Okay.
Right down the street from y'all boys.
Yeah.
Been there my whole life, really. Got to Hutto in like first grade, second grade, and then shit just was there till I went to college. But yeah, I played sports, man, whole life. Started off with baseball, football. Tried basketball. I hated basketball.
Really?
Yeah, man. I was real good at defense. I couldn't shoot. I could pass, but like I wasn't ever like the best on the court, so it always just pissed me off. Bro. Basketball brought out the worst in me for real. Like, as far as my attitude, I used to hate it.
Yeah,
but it was cool. I mean, I like watching basketball and whatnot.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, man, played football. Really started to focus on football. I mean, and I got to high school, bro, and shoot, you know, that was kind of like that was it. You know, I was running track and stuff, but football was like, you know. At that point, I was like, oh, man, you know, league, play D1 ball. And so I ended up going to Rice, playing corner with Justin Bickham. That was my roommate. And so, like, me and him grew up together. Yeah. And so it's just, it was crazy that, you know, we ended up being college roommates.
Yeah,
it was super cool. Made, you know, going to school in a big city like Houston a lot easier. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, bro, played at Rice. I mean, shoot, bro, that whole 4 years is like a whole, like, story within itself. But,
absolutely.
I mean, yeah, it was, I mean, we weren't super cold, but, I mean, me and JB and my guys, we all, you know, kind of did our things in our different areas. But, I mean, Rice was dope. It was hard as hell, but we learned a lot, like, outside of, obviously, the classroom, because everybody thinks Rice and class and school and all that, but, I mean, more outside of school, we learned a lot, because we went through a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah, just like going through college, right? College life and kind of like the struggle and like, I feel like everyone kind of goes through that. Yeah, like, you know, like
no, for sure.
Same shit, different story type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Especially, you know, being in the 4th largest city in America and then being at like a school like Rice. You know, so I mean, you got U of H, you got TSU. I mean, down the street you got A&M, Prairie View, and it's like Rice is kind of like the little bro. Even though it's like the prestigious school it is, it's like Rice is like the little bro to like these bigger schools, because, you know, obviously at the end of the day, all people care about is athletics, football, baseball, basketball, and, you know, Rice obviously wasn't beating U of H at football. We weren't beating A&M. You know, we were playing with Prairie View and them, but I mean, that's expected. So, you know, people would say, oh, you're at Rice, oh, you just must be smart. And it's like, so I was always a humble dude, but that would, like, it would humble you even more when you're walking around and people are like, oh, you must be like a nerd. And it's like, not a nerd, but,
I'm smart. Education is important.
All
right, so I guess going back a little bit, rewind. You said you lived in Hutto, right? You went to Hutto, Hutto High and everything. Yeah. So how was that? Because majority of the people that we interviewed are like lucky from Pflugerville. Like I feel like that's or like Austin area. Yeah. So growing up in Hutto, how was that?
I mean, man, I'm gonna be honest. Like being in Hutto, so like a lot of people have like this perspective on Hutto, like, you know, Hutto's dusty, whatever. I mean, in some aspects, Hutto very well may be dusty, but bro, like Hutto is. I mean, shit, just like every other suburb of Austin, bro. It's like
that's what I was thinking.
I mean, you know. It's just the fact we have one high school, we have 2 middle schools. I mean, I think now we have like maybe when I was growing up we had 2 elementary schools. So like we were hella small when I was growing up. Yeah. But I mean, like, you know, people think Hutto, like, of course we got like, you know, we got all types of different people. We got country, we got you know, black folks, Hispanic folks. We got everybody. Yeah. And so everybody just assumes Hutto, oh, you're country. It's like, nah, it's not the case. So. Hutto was cool though, man. Like I said, I was there my whole life. Yeah. My best friends are from Hutto growing up. I mean, I got, bro, like so many memories of just like running around through Hutto, bro, after strength camp, after, you know, Friday night football games when I was younger and I was going and watching the games, you know, watching them, because Hutto used to be tiny, bro. Hutto used to be like a dot on the map.
Yeah. It's getting bigger now.
That's pretty bad. I was gonna ask about that. Cause I'm like, you know, back when, like, you know, you were first like growing up, going to elementary schools like that, like how was that? Like, how's it progressed from then to now?
Bro, I'm gonna just say this. Like, I remember growing up in Hutto, and we were lit when Golden Chick got built, bro.
Chick got crazy.
Okay. We were lit when Golden Chick. It was like Golden Chick, and it was Sonic. And then when McDonald's came in, bro, we was like, oh shit, bro, we damn near like, we made it now. We made it. Like, it was like for sure, like for real though. And so now for it to be where it's at, like, it's crazy. But yeah, man, growing up, that was like, I mean, we were a dot on the map. When I was in elementary school, I think we were 3A. I mean, we had superstars like Jeremy Curley, who went to the league, played on the Jets forever, played on the 49ers, and like, he was Hutto. Like we were that small town. Like I mean, a lot of people don't know, but Friday Night Lights and all that stuff. Like Hutto's in the cut, like in the intro and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like that tiny little dusty press box. Like we just got rid of that press box. Like I mean, 2 years ago. I mean, that joint was like 25 feet long, and it was super hot, no AC. Like we were small, bro. We were super small, but yeah, it's crazy to see how far Hutto has come for sure.
Yeah, that's like I bring that up a lot whenever like we talk about Pflugerville, because I moved to Pflugerville when I was 12.
Yeah,
and it wasn't. I'm from Vegas originally, like I said before, but like it's one of those like moving to Texas and moving to like a smaller town that isn't a big city. Like I was expecting like tumbleweeds and like motherfuckers riding horses and shit. So I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? And then I came here, and then it is just it's how Vegas was for me, like just like a melting pot of everybody. So that I understand like that aspect, and like that's why I kind of figured it was like that. Just because we're in Texas too. It's not like we're in like an area where it's like predominantly just one ethnicity. You know, it's like no matter where you go, really in the major cities, it's gonna be just everybody. So
and that's one of the things that I always loved growing up in this area was that Hutto wasn't. I mean, really anywhere in Austin, Pflugerville, Cedar Park, everything was like pretty much for the most part close. It's like, you know, I grew up playing select baseball. I was always playing with kids from like Cedar Park, Westlake, I mean, South Austin. So it's like if I wanted to go and chill with them on the weekends, like, I mean, it might have been somewhat far, but it wasn't like, you know, I had to drive an hour and a half. I mean, it was a 30-minute drive, you know, over to Cedar Park or over to Westlake, and, you know, I was chilling with a whole completely different type of people. So...
I mean, the whole Central Texas, we were all kind of, we all like fuck with each other, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We grew up playing like sports together. You just know someone that went there. Like, it's crazy how like small of an area it is, but like a lot of people at the same time.
I mean, he brings up a good point. Like, it's kind of crazy that like you said, like Austin, like all the little suburbs are pretty like relatively close. Like, it's not like Woodlands to like Galveston. Like, because like Galveston like is its own city, but like. People are still gonna say that's part of Houston.
Exactly. So people make that commute like from whether it be Galveston to Houston, Woodlands to Houston, College Station to Houston. Like people make that commute, and that's a long drive. And so it's like, you know, we don't, you know, we got the luxury of like being able to just, you know,
it's pretty much like 10 minutes away from each other.
Facts.
Hell yeah. So I guess going more into like your high school career and stuff, you said you played football. What position did you play?
So man, it's crazy because I was actually having this conversation with somebody. It was my barber. I'm tripping. Like over the weekend, and you know, he was just like, you know, I thought you always played quarterback. Like, how'd you end up playing corner and receiver like your senior year? And so, man, I grew up always playing corner. So I grew up playing corner and receiver, little league, all that. That was like my first ever positions. And so I got to high school. And we were a running team, so we were like a wing T, like my freshman or my 7th grade.
That's what Pflugerville was.
That's like that's so nice, like
until our senior year. That's what we were.
So, and I don't think it was necessarily wing T, but it was like it was the veer. So it's like basically like the wing T, but we were running it like out of the I formation, and we were doing like a whole bunch of. It was like, weird, but it was basically wing T. Yes.
That shit's so true.
Yeah, bro. It's whack. It's whack. But I will say though, played against Army. That shit is terrible to play
defend,
against, to tip,
like if you actually know how to run it well, type shit.
If it ain't broke, like one of those things. If it ain't broke, don't fix. Like, don't try to fix it.
That's because like every team in college, like nobody's running that, so you prepare all week for regular offenses, and then you get that randomly thrown into. It's just like
you just don't expect it.
It's a lot. You got a pocket quarterback sitting there trying to run, you know, options and whatnot. But I mean, so got to middle school. That was my first year playing quarterback, was in 7th grade. And so all the way up till my freshman year, I was playing quarterback, but then I was playing safety at the same time. And so then my sophomore year, I was just playing safety because I was on varsity. So we had a solid quarterback. And my junior year, quarterback goes, you know, he's a baseball guy, so he plays baseball. The guy who's behind him gets hurt. So they're like, hey, beat up. Need you to play quarterback, bro. And I'm like, damn, are you serious? Like, junior year, like, this is prime time? I'm like,
damn, I've been playing safety this whole time.
I mean, and at this point, I'm thinking I might get to move back to corner and then play receiver. And that didn't happen. So I'm playing quarterback, and I separate my shoulder like the first game of the season. I think I played quarterback like 2 more games after that, and then I was just playing straight corner. And it was cool. That season was kind of a bust, but then like my senior season is like when stuff really, really, really started cracking, and like we went crazy during the summer for 7-on-7. You know, and then the season came around and we went dumb. I mean, I was playing corner and receiver, and yeah, we went stupid.
Crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
What was y'all? Do y'all remember y'all's record or?
So we lost 2 games. We lost 3 games. We lost to Elgin, some bullshit. We lost to Temple, some bullshit, and then we lost to Crosby in the playoffs, 4th round of the playoffs.
Was Tyler y'all QB then?
Yeah.
What year did you graduate?
2015.
Oh, that so your age.
Yeah.
I remember that y'all were going crazy. Like y'all, Tyler. Y'all were going crazy.
I was 2016, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was there. If you got any questions for him, go.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean
y'all. So
yeah.
For everyone that doesn't know, Cam also played.
Yeah, I played.
Football in high school.
Well, we would
You
always
went to
scrimmage
Pflugerville?
Hutto.
Yeah. What was yours? What's your fucking? What's
So
it
we were 5A.
They were just like they were a classification lower than us. We'd always scrimmage them.
Yeah.
They were like a rival, but they weren't.
Yeah.
But they were just
they
like
weren't in the.
But yeah, like we would have track meets at Hutto a
Yep.
lot of the time,
And then we had track meets at Pflugerville
track
too.
meets at Pflugerville. So I always remember them like for having like a ton of athletes. Like Hutto was like Jeremy Curley, Brandon, Tyler, the quarterback that is at UCLA, Chase.
Yep.
Like just Hutto is Dejan, Daryl. Like Hutto is just known for like having athletes too. So like every time we'd like play them in 7-on-7 or in spring, we would have to like come with it because they weren't like just because they were smaller, they weren't like worse.
They
weren't like Connolly, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like that.
Yeah.
They were good. So like it was always a good scrimmage, and then.
It's like that little bro that's like just as good as you, but you don't want to
like
admit it.
School, but like they were like low key better than us.
We just only had that one high school, so it's like everybody was at one place, and you know, like how Pflugerville, obviously you have Conley, you have Pflugerville, you have Hendrickson.
Yeah.
I mean, now you have Weiss and all the other ones. But cause shit, if Pflugerville and Hendrickson would have stayed together, bro, like easily would have been the best. Easily would have been, you know, one of the best teams in Texas. So it's just like one of those things where everybody in Hutto was
at that school.
Yeah. So
I guess going some more when y'all met each other. How'd that happen?
So,
what was the?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of known Brandon for a while, like since high school. Like we weren't really like tied or anything, but like we mutually knew each other. We both played football.
Yeah,
like everybody in the Austin area knows each other from playing football.
Yeah.
Either through camps, track, because everyone ran track that played football, or like just in the area on Twitter, whatever. Like everyone followed each other, stuff like that. So I met him a while, and then like through Justin, because if people don't know, like me and Justin played corner at Pflugerville. Justin was on the other side of the field as me. So I met Brandon or knew of Brandon through Justin, because like Justin would talk about like Brandon and all the time and stuff. So met him kind of through Justin, and then after we really started talking more like once we got out of school. It's like out of college, because we always followed each other and stuff. But like once we both got out of school, like we're both in like that same situation. Like we both didn't go to the league, so like now we're like in a different like headspace. Like we're just working. But we played football our whole life, so it's just like different. Like and he was one of the first people that would put himself out the box. Like he would do stuff he wanted to do. He'd post what he wanted to post. He would like talk about what he wanted to talk about and didn't care. And like I really admire that, because most people are like scared to do that or like won't do that. So then like I kind of just branched out and reached out to him, and then we just been chopping it up back and forth. And then that's kind of how we just really started chopping it up. And
it was definitely one of those things where like we both just kind of noticed that like we were doing our own shit. Like we weren't like, because there's a ton of people, that came from this area that are doing the same exact shit that, when we were in school or, before college, doing the same exact stuff now. And so like one of those things that, me and Cam had seen is just like, it was obvious that, we're trying to step in our own lanes and do our own stuff in some way, shape or form. And so, we just respected that, of each other and shit. We just been cool ever since. I started seeing Cam on the podcast. Obviously, all where y'all are now. And bro, it's going crazy. And I just always respected it and respected the grind. And, Cam was, he was always, super chill and super dope with me. So it's like, I don't hang out with a ton of people. I'm not around a ton of people, but you know, like when somebody's a good person and they're good people, I mean, you know, there's no reason that I won't, you know, associate myself and be around those people and kick it with those people, especially when you're doing stuff like this and you know you're really, really trying to better yourself and you know, touch the sky. So yeah, man,
hell yeah, that's dope.
For sure.
Yeah, I would say like. You know, like I said earlier in the pod, this is really our first time we're actually sitting down chopping up with you. So like, it's cool to see like, you know, how y'all knew each other before, and like, you know, like it's always been one of those things where like grew up like knowing each other, but didn't even really start talking to each other until after college, just because like you said you saw like damn, like this dude's actually trying to, you know, not saying that like if you don't try to do like any other something different besides you know it's a 9 to 5, like you're not doing anything, but like. You know, he's going out of his way to put, you know, to put himself out there and take that chance.
And not even like the 9 to 5 shit, because me and Cam have both talked about work plenty. Like, and he's talked about just like on some work. Like he's talking to me about what he's done. I've talked to him about what I've done. And like we both talked about how it's like, you know, we're blessed to be in the situations that we're in. Like, you know, we're you know, we want to do stuff outside of work, of course, but like. I mean, bro, like man, I'm one of the biggest advocates, especially in the world that we live in, bro. Like when people start trying to. Oh man, 9 to 5. I'm like, bro, like, man, you making bread. No, absolutely. You know, as long as you got that ambition to do something else outside of that, I mean, bro, it's just like, man, do what you want to do. Shit, if you want to work, I work a 7 to 6, 7 to 5. Like, bro, I'll be working, and I love what I do. So it's like, man, you know, it's that part of it. We always chop it up and talk about work and stuff too. So. Yeah. Cause I know he's a smart dude, and so like I think I was curious one day. I don't know what I think I had to hit you up and just ask you. I was like, bro, are you like what do you do? And then we just started talking.
Chopping it up from there, and that's like like I think that's the thing that like the fact that you do have a great job and it's like you are trying to like we're saying. So like I see like it's like damn, like he's actually actually really trying to do this podcast, and I feel like that you just kind of. You have like that aura towards you, know what I'm saying? Like you're grinding more than what a lot of other people are doing, and taking it, like I said, taking a chance, bro. Because like there's so much other things you could be doing besides something that.
Oh, for sure, I think about it all the time, bro. I'm just like, I don't know. It's so routine for me. Like if I wasn't doing other stuff within this lane or just in general, then I don't know what I'd be doing. You just have so much time, like
doggy.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I work. I'm just like a worker. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It starts to become a habit with you, exactly. Because I'm starting to feel that way now too.
Even when I was in California, like I was still doing stuff because I felt like I don't know, it was just part of like my daily routine. Yeah,
exactly.
Welcome back from our commercial break. So I got a theoretical question for y'all. Say you're in a relationship, I guess. The girl's pregnant.
I like where this is going already. This is getting funny.
It's the end of the night. Y'all have to both get up early in the morning. You're like, hey, yo, I'm trying to see what's up. Like, trying to get some before bed. And she's like, maybe, we'll see. And then ends up telling you no. And she's like, all right, cool. And is laying there. Do you think it's an okay idea to jerk off right next to her? Like, do you think that crosses your mind and you're like, this is a great idea?
Okay.
Absolutely not. You know my answer to that.
Before I say anything at all, y'all better promise we ain't gonna make a clip out of this. Because this is
no promises.
Okay, I might say shit then. Yeah,
probably not, but
it's a little weird. But
I mean,
I was gonna debate
I don't
either
know.
way.
Like, I feel like I would just go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what I would do. If
I would, bro, I don't think I've ever been in a situation like that badly. You know what I'm saying? So
all right, let's just say like theoretically, right? Okay. If I was super horny and I was trying to see what's up with my girl and she was like, oh, I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm like, damn, that sucks. All right, I'll be back. Let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would do. Why would you beat your shit right next to your girl while she's sleeping?
How old, like, theoretically are we speaking, like, we're going to be? Because in his defense, I'm not defending his actions by any means, but
yeah, I got.
But like, if he's like popped, that blue pill, thinking like he's about to do something.
Viagra.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you ain't wasting a blue pill like that. Like, that's money. Like,
What?
you better get some out of it.
My question to you is, what made you ask that? I was just curious.
Yeah,
Well, it's like dinner.
Oh, okay. It must be
Yeah.
Because that joint has some started off with her being pregnant.
Yeah, that
and this and
definitely-
that.
Yeah, I was like,
That's just not.
it was
that's
like
just not
the right.
I was like, hold on, bro. Question you just think that.
So at work today, we have a girl that's pregnant, and she like told us that happened to her, and that was probably the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, her man's out of line, bro.
Hey,
he's out of line.
He's
He's out of line. He's out of line.
That's different.
Yeah.
Like,
He's out of line.
I mean, are they married?
No,
it doesn't
Okay.
even matter. That's
she's
just
younger
like-
than us.
I mean,
Bro, pregnant or not, that's just
I mean,
like out of
I
pocket.
would-
He's out of line.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's okay, but like, it's more okay if they're like married and like they're obviously gonna have kids like that. 'Cause I mean, if you're married for 10 years,
Hold on. Are you telling me you would beat your
No,
shit
I
right
would
next
not.
to your girlfriend?
No, I would
if
not.
she said that she didn't want to have sex.
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, it's still not okay.
But it's-
less.
Oh
like,
fuck! I don't know, dude.
You've been together like 20 years. I mean, you like
Bro, just
if
go
she's
to the
had-
bathroom.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm
I
not
don't know.
saying
I
it's
just
okay.
feel like that would just kill
I'm not
the
saying it's
mood.
okay.
Like you just would just go to
Bro,
bed.
okay. I wasn't like thinking about it, but like since that came up, that has never like been a thought in my head prior to this. So I was like, wow, like
Cam said,
this man was really like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
let me, and like he didn't have headphones in either, so he was playing that shit.
okay.
Bro, wait. This man was watching.
Okay.
She said
This
she
is
woke
completely not
up because
okay.
the bed was shaking, and she turned, and all I thought was like, what's up, babe? How you doing?
Oh, nah.
Like, come on, bro.
Okay, yeah, that's no.
Out of pocket.
Absolutely not.
Bro, that
Bro,
man
if y'all got like an effect out of pocket, y'all gotta put that, bro.
That's
No,
nuts.
sorry,
That
that
man
is a menace.
That man's a menace.
That
That's
is a
insane.
menace,
That
for
might be
sure.
the craziest stuff I've heard all year.
Yeah.
For real.
That would be funny. Hey, bro, like we were telling her, we're like, bro, we just saw Kevin Hart on Sunday. That was probably funnier than everything Kevin Hart told me the whole time.
Bro, if he would have just probably waited till the next night, she probably would have been down.
Yeah, because she's like, she's tired and shit, you know, like understand.
Right,
Yeah.
bro. In the morning. Get that good.
Yeah.
Shit,
That man's
just
that
go to
man's
sleep.
down
Just go to
bad,
sleep,
bro. That's
Just go-
crazy.
Yeah, man. That's
yeah.
tough. That's tough.
All right, cool. Well, we're all on the same page.
It's funny, like, adding the whole part that he didn't have headphones, like, that was a cherry.
That just makes it even funnier
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
even
Yeah,
funnier.
that's
I'm like,
insane, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Have it on
that's
mute
okay.
or like at least put your AirPods in. Like,
Yeah, that's just crazy,
At the
bro.
bare minimum, like,
Bro, he
bare
was that
minimum.
lazy too. Like, just go somewhere.
When you said theoretical question, that was the last thing I expected.
Yeah, me too. Honestly.
bro, I promise I was
The
the
last
funniest
thing
shit
I
I heard
expected.
all week, probably all
Oh my
month.
god,
but-
bro, I'm dead.
All right, going into.
Like, what do we say after this? Like,
No, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to open up with that because that was a question I wanted to hear y'all's
Bro, what would
opinion.
you have done if I would have jumped up and be like, hell yeah!
Like, bro, I did that shit yesterday.
hey, bro,
I would probably
hey,
die
it would
laughing,
be funny
man.
if he was like, actually funny that you say that. Let me tell you about this one story.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm like, what?
That's wild. wild.
So going back to like, you know, getting to know everyone's like that. Like, so how'd you get to know like Justin's like that? Like, because we went to high school with them, obviously. Graduated 2015, but like, how'd you kind of get to know him? Kind of know you from Hutto and stuff.
So Justin's dad was actually my first ever football coach. So
Really?
the Pflugerville Hawks.
Okay.
That was my little league team growing up, and so I mean, yeah, his dad was always my coach, and so obviously, you know, JB was there on the team, and so I mean, that we just grew up together. You know, we started kicking it. You know how it is. You play little league sports. You want to stay at each other's houses. You're hanging out and stuff. Especially because like the season was like when we all got to really kick it. Because I mean, we went to different schools. So I mean, yeah. And then when we got to college, I mean, shoot, bro, that was it. You know, it was just time of our lives.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah. How was that whole college experience going to Rice and stuff? You kind of said a little bit earlier. You're kind of like the little bro of the city type of deal because everyone thinks it's just like, oh, you must be smart. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
guess how was that like? Besides that, like how was like their party life or you know?
So man, Rice is an interesting place, bro. I mean, like I said, you're in the fourth largest city in America, but like when you're on campus, it doesn't feel that way. You very much feel like you're in a town of its own. And Rice is one loop. There's a loop. There's an inner loop, and then there's like a parking lot. There's two parking lots that make it like the outer loop, and that's Rice. And so there's two buses, and It's not very big, but I mean, walking throughout Rice in the Houston heat is miserable. But Rice, man, like I said, we learned a lot being there, but it's not your typical. I mean, it's Division I football.
Yeah.
You know, we're playing against UT. We're playing against LSU. We're playing against, you know, Rice opens up against USC.
Oh yeah, this year, yeah.
It's gonna be a game. I'm actually gonna be there. I'm gonna go to that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna be in
lit.
LA for Labor Day weekend, so I'm gonna go. But you know, so we're playing at the highest level. I mean, we got guys from Rice now that are in the league. You got guys numerous guys that I played against that are in the league, but it's by no means your average typical Division I school. You don't have the big huge parties. You don't have, you know, the girls and you play football. None of that. Classes, you're going to class, you're taking every test, you're doing every homework assignment, you're studying hours on your own. We may not have been studying hours, but like but you know,
yeah, of course,
like you had to do everything. Like you were basically a Rice student. So, but with that being said, I mean, me and my homies in our class, I mean, we made the most of it, bro. Like when we were on campus, like everybody was always like, oh man, you know. So we called them public parties when they were on campus, and that was usually like the normal students throwing just like, you know, their parties in like a dorm or like one of the little colleges. We called them colleges, each dorm. And so, like, I mean, we would go. Like, we weren't those guys that were like, oh man, we're not gonna party with like regular students. That's
we
would go.
We're
Like
student athlete.
I already know.
Yeah, we would go. And so, I mean, if there wasn't parties and it was like a Thursday during the spring, bro, we would just mob around campus, bro. And the thing is, we had a bar on campus. Like, we were one of the only campuses in Texas. It's either in Texas or in the country, really, that it's like a wet campus. So like they sell alcohol on campus. Yeah, we had like a bar, and so it was called the Pub, and so like we would go to the pub on Thursdays, bro. It'd probably be like 12 people in there.
Really?
And we would just be lit, just
chilling
having
there,
fun. Yeah, man. And then when we moved off campus, bro, that was it. Like, oh my gosh, we got like a super icy townhouse downtown, and I mean, like everybody knew like our spot was. You know, we didn't really have like parties there just because like it was nice and we didn't want to have it destroyed. We had our homies' crib for that. Like we had like our designated house for the party.
Yeah, you guys already do shit like that.
But like our spot was like, you know, pregame. Like when we had recruits in town, we'd bring them to our house and. But I mean, we went through a lot of shit, bro. Like Harvey flooded our first house. We lost everything. I mean, bro, like JB's car got totaled. My roommate's car got totaled. Luckily, my dad is like super, super nice with cars, and he basically like rebuilt my car. But I lost all my clothes, all my furniture, everything in our crib, and then we moved into the townhouse. And then we moving into the townhouse, you know, hella bread from FEMA, bro. Like I'm talking about the most money I've ever had in my bank account at once because of obviously FEMA cashing us out. Nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it, bro. Obviously being 21 with like $7,000 in your bank account that just like you wake up and it's there, bro. And you see, you know, United States, FEMA, whatever, like direct deposit. And you're just like, okay. And so we paid for it though. Like that for that fall semester, bro. Like it was bad. Like we went through some shit, bro. They tried to like with classes. They tried to kick us out of school. Some shit happened, man, and like. Through that, we learned a lot. We had to overcome a lot, man. So it's like, when I say it's not your typical Division I school, I mean, a really program at all, there's a lot of other stuff that you kind of got to deal with being, I mean, more specifically a football player at Rice. So, but I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. I would do all that shit over again.
You go back to
100%. 100%.
Did you have any other offers coming out of high school?
So
like any D1s?
Yeah, I had UTSA. I had Sam Houston. But thing is, like, I don't regret it because, like I said, I probably wouldn't have, if I could go back, I wouldn't have gone anywhere else. But, like, once Rice had offered me, I went and I visited with JB that next weekend and I committed. And, like, I had a whole lineup of camps to go to that summer. Like, that was, like, the first or second. I don't even think the summer had started. I think it was like the weekend after the last day of school, and I had went to that camp. Shout out to my homie Riley Ferris. Shout out to Riley. Shout out to Riley because Riley he was gonna go, but he had some basketball stuff, and he was like, "Hey, you know, Vito, you should go to this camp. It's in Cedar Park." And yeah, I went, and that's when they offered me. So, but yeah, after that, I stopped going to camps because I just was like, I don't really feel like I want to go anywhere else. But I mean, looking back, I probably should have. The smart thing for me to have done with, was to probably go to the rest of those camps. So I could probably,
just to see
and not have, have options.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all worked out. So
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
You committed before your senior year?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
That's lit.
Yeah, so went in that senior season super.
You were chilling,
just chilling, bro. I wasn't chilling, but like I was just super loose. I was super loose.
It was like way different when you have it like taken care of already.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, for sure.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. So I guess, going a little after college, you said you graduated.
Yeah.
What was your degree in again?
So I was sport management.
Sport management. Gotcha. So, graduating college, like, what was the plan after that? Like, what was...
Man, so, like, again, with being at Rice, you learn a lot. And so, like, my mindset probably, like, halfway through my junior year, I was like, man, I'm gonna play my heart out and I'm gonna finish this, but like I don't really want to play football no more after this. Like I don't want to go to the league.
Yeah.
But then being at Rice, bro, like I see people with a shit ton of bread that aren't playing football.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, well, let me figure out what I can do outside of this. And so like football wasn't really in my mind anymore. But I mean, to be honest, bro, like it's crazy because I was talking to my barber about this too. Like, man, even if you ask me now, like where I see myself in 5 years, like it's tough. And so, like, back then, it was just like, man, I just know I need to graduate. Like, I just know I need to graduate, and I know I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And, I know it might not happen immediately, but, like, I just knew, like, the connections I'll make, the people I'll meet, like, I'll figure it out. And so that's kind of my mind. That was kind of my mindset. And, I mean, it got me to where I am now by me, figuring it out and building and staying persistent in certain areas. So, I mean, yeah. So there wasn't really a plan. There was a plan, but there wasn't a plan. It was just like, bro, just keep your head down and
just grind it out, and then we'll figure it out once we get to that point type shit.
For sure.
So I guess what is it that you do right now?
So I'm in consulting with a small firm. It's based out of Houston. And ironic enough, it's all old Rice football players.
Really?
Yeah. So my boss, my immediate, basically like, so I'm a junior analyst, our senior analyst, our PM, the founder of the company, our senior PM, all played ball at Rice.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
And so yeah, and they're all with respect to three of those guys are all within like 5-6 years of age of me. So it's like it's like back being on a team. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I love that, bro. I mean, we do all types of stuff. I mean, consulting is a very broad term, but I mean, we do a lot of different stuff. So I mean, but yeah, man, I love that.
You've been doing that since you graduated?
So nah, man, I went into insurance after I graduated, and that shit sucked. I did not like it at all, bro. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Sales, it humbled me, but I wasn't super good at selling insurance.
Yeah.
And then I went into working in healthcare after that, basically with like a small private company, and that was cool. It just like wasn't something that I really saw myself doing long term, and I knew that I had made this relationship with my boss, and so I was like, man, I just stayed hella persistent. It took like 2 years for me to join the team, but like I just kept hounding on him, and I was eventually, he was like, you know what, let's get that interview, and shit, that was all she wrote. So
you think like playing for the team definitely helped you with that whole situation, or?
I mean, so that's the thing about Rice is, I mean, like Rice people take care of Rice people, but they also hire you because, I mean, they know you're not going to come in and bullshit.
Yeah. I feel like if you go to a school like that,
Yeah, and so it's like, they
prestigious.
And that's one of the big things that that they say is like, we know the type of person that we're getting, whether you're an athlete or not. Like if you're an athlete, that's a plus. But like when you come from, because they went through it. They went through everything. The same exact shit I went through, they went through it and maybe worse. Like so we all know each other's situations. We all know, that humbling moment, all of that. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, it helped, but at the end of the day, it's like getting back with some Rice people was almost kind of like probably destiny, to be honest.
Like it's bound to happen. Yeah, for sure.
Wait, so you say you're an analyst, or you're like business analyst, or okay.
Yep.
I got you. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah. As I do IT stuff, so I was like,
That's what's up.
Yeah, I was like, that's hats off to you because that's not an easy position.
Yeah, I mean it's the thing that was good about the position that I came into is, like I said, we're a smaller firm, and so a lot of what I did for like my first year was just learning. I was learning from my boss, our senior analyst, our PMs, just kind of seeing the way things are done, and so just taking a bunch of notes, doing just stuff that they needed me to do here and there. And so now I'm kind of stepping into those bigger roles, and I'm studying right now to get my PMP, so to become a project manager, and so and that's when the big bucks start rolling in. So it's like that's what I'm trying to get to now, but it's a lot, but I like it. And I like doing the IT, like working with like our IT partners as well. So we actually just started like a IT kind of roadmap project with a college out in North Carolina. So so I'm excited for that. I like doing the IT stuff. It's all, that world is crazy.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you get to see all like how everything pieces together. It's like that.
Facts.
I was gonna ask you real quick. I was like, because you said that you kind of got like into that job like because obviously like your degree and everything else, and because you knew of like Rice people, it's like that. I was asking you, have you ever used like you going to Rice like as a kind of a clout thing, like a not like a clout thing, but like as like a flex real quick that like some girls talking to you like, oh yeah, like
I graduated from Rice.
Say I went to Rice.
See, and like the thing is, bro,
So
I don't even really like to. I've just now gotten to the point to where I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna say that. Like I went to Rice. But like I said, because I'm super humble, so it's like when people are like, oh, so where'd you go to school? I'm like, oh, I went to Rice.
Yeah, I was there.
And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, you didn't have to do that. Like you didn't have to. Like I'm not trying to do that. So I haven't, just because I don't want to come off as like
that guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah,
like I don't. I really don't. I don't. Cause nah. I haven't. I probably have when I was like lit somewhere.
Yeah,
I probably have, but like it was never like
as a douchebag kind of like.
Yeah, exactly. It was always for
it's
sure.
It's kind of you're literally like, yeah, by the way, I went to Rice. Like, heads up.
Cause trust me, there's guys on the team who like weren't ever in class, skimmed by, and I guarantee you they're like, yeah, you see that ring? Like, yeah, Rice.
Rice, that's crazy.
I went to Rice. Like, so, trust me, I know for a fact that there are dudes that I play ball with that are pumping that for sure. For sure.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your, speaking on Rice still, what's like your craziest moment in college?
Craziest moment in college? Oh, man. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, it was every weekend.
Like the first one that comes to mind.
Let me think, bro. Let me think. Ooh. Okay, so this isn't the craziest, but this is like one of the funniest things ever. So we're chilling, bro. So my homie, he lived in a dorm where it was like 8 or 9 stories, and so we're out there chilling, and it was a weekend, so of course we're lit. I think it was after a game too, or it might have been in the spring, I don't know, but we were lit. So we're on the balcony, and my homie is just a little too lit. And so of course, I'm like, shit, bro, just, if you gotta throw up, just throw up. So he throws up off the balcony. And so like, we're all lit, and we're not thinking anything of it. So he throws up, like 5 seconds go by, and all of a sudden we just hear, oh my gosh! And we look down, and we're like, hey, yo, you just threw up on that girl, bro. Like, we were like, bro, you just puked on that girl, bro. Like, that literally just happened. And we heard it smack. Like, it was like, we were like, yo, that just happened. So that probably didn't even scrape the surface, because I can't think of it like that right there. If I like brought that up around my homies, we would die laughing, because that was hilarious.
What happened after that? Like, I was like,
so once we heard that happened, we immediately went inside and went to their dorm, bro. And we were in there like probably for like another hour, 2 hours, just to make sure that whatever the situation was cleared out, and then we did.
For sure.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I can give you one more.
Is it?
Recruits come in. It's not junior day, but official visits. I'm hosting, and man, like I lit. We're having a big party or whatever. Like I said, we didn't have a ton of parties, but when we had parties, they were big.
Of course.
Just because, I mean, it was only like a few times a year.
Yeah.
And so I'm lit. Bro, I'm like, I don't know why I'm dancing at this party. I don't dance, bro.
I was gonna say, you don't do that?
Bro, I'm jerking. I'm in there jerking, bro.
Yeah.
I tried a knee drop. Bro, I like fall sideways and like roll my ankle. Bam, I'm at a commission for like 2-3 weeks. I go into the workouts and Coach Yachts was our strength coach and he's like, you know, Brandon, what happened? And I'm like, I had to like act like I got hurt during warm-ups, like before our workouts, cause like, bro, I was, man. And then on top of that, we're like running back to our dorm after the party. I like tried to jump over some bush. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy, man. It was wobbly. I almost broke my ankle that night, and like I was legit out of commission for like 2-3 weeks during the spring. Yeah, that was tough.
And you're a D1 athlete?
I was a D1 athlete, bro.
That one was jerked a little too hard.
The floor was wet, bro. The floor was wet, and I slipped.
Yo,
I kid you not, bro, because I was right next to like where people were playing like beer pong and stuff. And yeah, man, like I almost broke.
What were you sipping on that night that made you want to start jerking?
Oh man, bro, this is gonna make my stomach hurt. Sky.
Oh
yeah,
that Sky. No, low key. No, I think that was the one.
Yeah,
that's the one that we would make like Jello shots with because it's like $20 for a fat ass bottle.
Yeah,
right?
it's a big one.
Yeah. That shit made me throw up. Like a couple times.
It's cheap,
man.
Yeah,
and then you start to get like the flavors, like the orange. And all that. Bro, terrible. I'm telling you, that shit making me hurt right now, bro.
Awful. I understand that.
For sure.
So I guess ending on like the whole college. This is one I want to start asking people this question. What was your favorite like struggle meal in college?
Oh man, this is an easy one, bro.
Dude.
Ramen noodles, big ass pot of ramen noodles, ground beef. So I mean, what we would do was, I mean, because it'd be between like 3 of us.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, probably like 4 or 5 packs.
Okay.
Like 2 things of ground beef.
D1 athletes.
Man, season that whole. I mean, this is the summer, so it's like, you know, I mean, we're struggling, bro. Like during the summer, the checks, like, because your stipend isn't as big as it is during the school year, because you're not in as many classes. So, I mean, and then we were just idiots with our money, but
it's part of college.
I mean, we were eating ramen noodles and ground beef, but we always found a way to go and buy beer. So we'd be drinking Bud Light, but then have a bowl of ramen noodles next to us. So easily, bro. Easily,
ramen with some ground beef.
Yeah, and we used to steal chicken from not steal it, but I mean, we used to like get chicken from the servery.
Allegedly.
Nah, well, from the servery. Like, we weren't taking it from HEB or nothing. But, like, we would get chicken from the servery, and we would, like, saran wrap that hoe up, take it home, go and cop, like, some pasta, and we would make, like, huge things of chicken Alfredo. And, like, I mean, chicken was the most expensive part. So, I'm talking about me, E, and JB. Not JB, but me and E, we would have, like, 30 pieces of chicken on a plate each, bro, and then we just freeze it. And then it was just there.
Very light. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, now we figured it out. I miss them free meals though.
Yeah, sure. Facts. From just like swipes type shit, or
So I mean, like when you're an athlete, it's basically, I mean, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I mean, those are really the only times. Yeah, so those are really the only times. I mean, we're going to the server anyways, but I mean, yeah, bro, that shit. I mean, looking back. You go to HEB and you swipe your card, buying them groceries. Just like, damn, bro, I used to eat for free every meal, snacks, everything, bro.
That's
so
fire.
it's like, yeah,
that's fire.
Definitely missed that.
Yeah. Well, since that was a question that I had first just brought up for him, what was your favorite struggle meal, Zach?
Ooh. All right, since I'm white and part Italian, spaghetti.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I thought the same thing too, right? Bro, fucking inflation now. Like ground beef is like $5 for a pound, bro.
I was not doing like all that.
No, I was just saying like it used to be like $1 when we were in college. Like honestly, I remember it because I would just get a shit ton, like the little pound, little ground, like HEB ones. They're like $5 now.
Yeah,
wait, hold on, what?
Yes, so go next time you go to HEB, look at that shit. It's like $5, bro.
God dang inflation,
bro. Dead ass. That shit used to be like $1 because like. I fuck with spaghetti, and it's like it was one of those like you probably could spend like $3, like maybe $5, like some sauce,
99-cent noodles, pack of noodles,
like $1 ground beef and some pasta, bro, and that shit will last you like a week. I actually just made that like earlier last week, and it lasted me until today. So
You know what's crazy is like ever since like I got out of college, like I still make spaghetti the same way. The only thing that's changed is I got good Parmesan.
the cheese type shit.
Literally the only thing that changes now.
So spaghetti for you?
Yeah.
Like spaghetti, like just like.
Chicken Alfredo. That's what I was like when you saying that. I was like, okay, yeah, same.
Okay. What about you, Zach?
It's all the same. You know me. I love a good chicken Alfredo. I literally make my own sauce.
He was laughing at me. He was like, ah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't laughing at you, but like, yeah, no. Chicken Alfredo is probably like one of the easiest things to make.
It's so easy to make.
Yeah.
It's like
You
3,
can sauce that
4,
whole up.
5 ingredients. Yeah.
Man, you can make
and
that
then
so many different ways.
if you have like you make a shit ton and you have leftovers and it like sits in that sauce the next 2-3 days.
Man.
I was just
What do you
talking
mean by that?
It
Bro,
gets
I was
all-
just talking to this
It's all
about.
thick.
Yeah, man.
Hey, hold on.
We gotta clip that. We gotta clip that.
Well, like, I
We
mean,
gotta clip that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because you scoop it up and it's like, all like that's what's all stuck to you. Like, man, yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Hey,
going
no, it's on
crazy.
his mind. He says it's all thick.
Yeah, so I think when we were in like, cause we went to Texas State,
Okay.
Zach and I, we were roommates,
Cool.
but we've known each other since like
Middle
middle
school.
school type
Yeah.
shit. But so we went to Texas State. You know, we like you said, we went through all those like struggles and shit like that. Yeah, so.
What was yours?
I was gonna say my favorite one back then was probably like Hamburger Helper, bro.
Hamburger.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like fucking ground beef at the time was like $1. So
Yeah.
like you get like spend like $5 again. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's up?
You just need that and milk in the box.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you really eat that before before they moved in? Because I remember.
Yeah, my mom would make. It's like a child, like a. It's like a
Yeah.
nostalgia, like childhood
Yes.
memory for
Oh,
me.
man.
For
Definitely,
like,
honestly.
Yeah,
like,
easily.
and it was good to
Yeah, it
me
was.
too.
Yeah.
So like, it was one of those like I don't know, like it just like unlocked a memory. Like I was talking to them earlier
Core
about
memory.
it.
Somebody just knocked. Yeah, somebody just knocked.
Yeah, good. But another thing, like another childhood, bro, just walking
Go.
around.
Yeah, you're okay.
One of the childhood memory, like it just unlocked for me was PB&J's, bro. When was the last time you had a PB&J?
Well, I mean, every single day, my morning meal is toast and peanut butter, like with almond butter. I do almond butter and honey. So like, I don't do the PB&J's no more. But I mean, the last time I had one, I think I was at my mom's chilling, like on a Sunday.
Just whipped it over you.
Well, no, I mean, I went in there. I was like, hold on, they got the peanut butter, they got the jelly.
All right. What kind of jelly?
Oh, just the grape jelly, bro. Like, but it's like the squeeze one. The squeeze one with like the little like the. Yeah, bro, that one. I don't like scooping it because it get all over my hands.
What's the ratio? You got like more jelly? Or you like more
More
peanut
jelly, bro. More jelly. I want jelly like
Oozing
dripping
off
out.
the-
Really? You like that shit like breaking your bread and shit like that?
Not breaking the bread, nah.
Okay.
Just because
I was gonna say,
I
that's
don't like
too
my
much
hands
for
being
me.
sticky. So like at that point, my hands get all sticky.
Exactly.
But like I want that joint to like, if with my last few bites, I want to be able to like
scoop it.
scoop it.
With
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
no, I had peanut butter jellies literally, bro. I have not been doing anything like these past couple weekends, and I was like, made a PB&J, bro. Had
Awesome.
one. I was like, damn, that shit's good. I was watching like I don't know, Multiverses, like the little like
Okay,
Warner
yeah.
Brothers like fight. The Evo was going on. It was like a tournament, and I was like, felt like I was a little kid watching like eating a PB&J, watching like motherfuckers play a fighting game. I was
Yeah.
like, and I was like, you know, I need to go make another one. That shit was good.
Nah,
So.
facts. You make one, you can't just make. you
Yeah,
can't
so
just
that
make
kind
one
of
together,
unlocked a
man.
memory for me, and that's what the fucking like hamburger helper was. But now my favorite struggle meal is probably like migas. Have you had migas?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like tortilla chips with
Yeah.
like some eggs.
Yeah.
I've been fucking that shit up lately, and
Man.
it's like that's like. If you already have eggs, all you need is chips, and I work at HEB, so I just get like the little like 75-cent one, and just like bring it home and just crush it
Yeah.
up. And,
Yeah, that's
easy
tough. That's
and like
tough.
easy meal, bro.
Yep.
So I don't know. That's something I want to ask people because I feel like it's cool. Like I feel like everyone has had to make a struggle meal.
Yeah, and
So-
then shit, you can get an idea. Like somebody else says something you ain't never heard of. You're
You're
like,
like,
How do you make that?
what? Exactly.
How do you make that?
Not
You
for
look,
real though.
You're thinking you're like,
Like, damn,
that in,
I
I
got
got that in the
right there.
kitchen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they dip, I'm making that.
Facts.
So, yeah,
for real
no,
though.
For sure. For
So
sure.
you know, going into more like you as like a person and stuff. Like, what do you do in your free time? Like, what does Brandon do on like you get off of work? What is it? What's it looking like? Like,
Man, so I mean, of course, like, you know, you had already asked me about it earlier. Like, I be running and stuff, man. You
Yeah.
know, once the pandemic hit, closed all the gyms. I was just like, man, you know, I gotta stay active. So, I just started running, and 2 miles turned into 4 miles and 6 miles, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna train for a half marathon, and so then I started doing that, and so now it's like that's one of those things where like if I don't do it, I'm like damn near itching because I'm like, bro, like, I haven't ran today, and so stuff like that, and I got back in the gym a couple months ago, just like because I was just running. And, I got more serious with it because I'm trying to, like really like get some times and qualify for some stuff. And so like I started really studying running, and I was like, I absolutely have to lift. So like, I got back in the gym and started, doing that. And I really am kind of starting to get back into the flow with my DJing stuff, kind of just practicing at home. Just because like that right there also with the pandemic got put on hold just because I had some stuff lined up for just some events like out in Houston with some of my homies that I met out there, and then of course like I was gonna try to get some stuff going out here, and then obviously
COVID
hit and shut all that down. So it wasn't necessarily, I'm not gonna say discouraging, but like I definitely was like, bro, nobody's having parties, like stuff isn't happening, so like I wasn't really mixing, and I wasn't really doing it because like before that, like every single night I was mixing, like I just would be just in my room just doing it, just practicing. So I'm getting back into the swing of that and kind of trying to find time for it. And shoot, bro, other than that, man, chilling with my dog, with my family, and be reading and shit. I like to read, but bro, I'm like I said, all the stuff that we did in college, bro, kind of burnt me out, man. People always try to get me to come out, and I'm just like, man, we can do what y'all are doing. We can do it at the crib, bro. Like, that's all, like, that house party, that's my scene, bro. Like, at Drake's, that's my scene. Like, intimate, it's 30, 40 people, and, safe environment. It's cool. If somebody gets way, way too lit, sleep on the couch, bro.
Yeah,
sleep
you just
on the
chill
couch.
here, bro.
Chill.
Yep.
Mind you, like I didn't drink that night, but I had to drive all the way back to Round Rock.
Yeah.
So that sucked, but that's not always the case.
Yeah.
We got homies that live close, have a house party, especially when it's your homie. It's like, oh man, well, I'm just gonna stay tonight. Like,
I'm gonna
just chill. So, definitely like that type of stuff. I want to, do more stuff like that. Just because, and we're getting to be adults, bro. So it's like you can have those functions, those kind of house parties that are like that, and it still be like, cool, and it's not like it's wild, but it's not super wild. Niggas ain't fighting, and like boys ain't bringing guns in there, like trying to scrap. Like it's not like that.
What's up, bitch?
It's nothing. It's nothing like that. It's still it's cool. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's vibing. You got your lady with you, whatever. So
it's like, hey brother, how's it going?
You're meeting people. Like obviously, like
exactly.
Bro.
That was I posted a clip, or like we posted a clip on Park Car Talks and stuff like that, and it was like I was saying how literally what you just said is what I had said. Like I'd rather just chill at the crib and hang out with the gang and drink and just take shots here opposed to going out, just because it's like money and like the logistics of everything coming back trash. And like it's like, bro, like I could just hang out here. Like you said, if someone gets too fucked up or anything, like you can sleep here, bro. Like don't worry. Like I don't know. Like I just like that. Like feel like, and like like so we went to Texas State, and I feel like that just kind of like we moved back here when we were 22, I think, something like that. Maybe about to be 23.
23, same
in that range. So like when we turned 21, that's like we were going out every weekend. Like you said, like Thursday through Sunday type shit, and it was just. It was just one of those like came back, and it was cool because it was a different scene, but at the same time it's really the same shit, just a different area. So like you said, just kind of got burnt out from that, bro. And it's like coming back, and like this being something like that I'm really wanting to do now. I kind of think I'm like shifting now, and I understand where you're coming from, and like. You just rather just hang out at the house, like, and I pay rent.
It's one of those things where, like, I I mean, in college, of course, we were, like I said, we were partying and stuff, but we spent a lot of time at home. So, like, on the weekends, because to go out in Houston, it's expensive to go out in Austin. It's hella expensive to go out in Houston.
Absolutely.
And then the logistics of going out in Houston are 10 times more trash. At least when you go out in Austin or to the Domain or whatever, there's places to park. You can pull up. Man, when you're out in Houston, bro, you're not parking. If you're going to the club, you're not driving to the club or to a bar and not paying at least $20 for parking.
That's a fact.
So it's like you're breaking off that 20 or you're splitting it between whoever y'all are with. And then on top of that, you're going, man, we pulled up to like 77 in Houston, shots, whatever. Oh yeah, we only pour doubles. It's like a $40 shot.
What?
Yeah.
We only pour doubles?
Yeah, they were like, we only pour
What?
yeah, straight up, bro. Straight up. So it's like stuff like that happens. And so
Because it's Houston.
It's Houston. And so going through that a certain amount of times, it's like, all right, bro, well, y'all can go. I'm chilling at the crib. I'm going to sip this wine. I'm going to chill. And so now, because when we come home for like breaks, me and JB were out, bro. Like Dirty. That's like when Dirty was like lit, bro. Like, man, when like everybody our age was on Dirty. Like, I'm
2019?
I'm almost 100% certain that we probably crossed paths on Dirty. We just probably, like, if you was out on Dirty, then we for sure, like, walked past each other at some point in time.
That used to be our stomping grounds.
Yeah,
bro.
Jackalope.
Moose.
I don't know if we did Moose. I know, was there one, was it Chupa? Chupa, right there on the corner, bro. Like, that, like. Rooftop, bro. We used to be out there. So, like, but that next morning, I was always like, oh man, I feel terrible. And so I got tired of that, and then on top of that, I could never really, like, my mom was super strict, so like I could only go out if I was at somebody else's house, had somewhere to stay. And so that whole aspect of it, coming home and my mom being like, bro, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
you look terrible.
I understand.
It's fucking 4 a.m,
bro.
Is it? Man,
so,
I understand that, bro, for sure.
Yeah, man. So chilling at the crib, wine, whatever it is, if the homies are coming through, watching fights, for having to kick back, people coming through, girls coming through, whatever, it's that's what I would rather be doing, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
I understand.
Especially if I can start mixing, bro. If I can start mixing music, bro.
I was gonna say, I want to kind of get more into that. Like, what kind of got you into DJing? Because I've always been interested in like, I'm not like I love music, but I'm not like so passionate about it now. Right. Like, I listen to like what I like type of deal now. Like, when I was younger, it was when I was like experimenting with all the music, and now like I kind of like think I found what I like, so I kind of just stick to that. But like,
as someone like, as you're like a DJ, like, how'd you kind of get into it, and kind of like, how do you kind of like get your like your area? Like, some DJs kind of like go pick the whole like.
How do you find your sound?
Yeah, pick everything.
So I got into it because one day, I always like, I don't know how. I think I get it from my dad. So my dad has hella like diverse music taste, and so like I've just always been around him. So I think I picked that up. But it's crazy because we listen to completely different music. But so the love for music, I think, came from him. But all throughout college, I was always the one on the aux, always, and it wasn't by like me begging to like, hey, let me get on the aux. Like, I just always was playing like good ass music, and so
like, give him the aux.
Yeah, so everybody was like, yo, Brandon, Bito, get on the aux. So I was like, okay, whatever. So one day we're chilling at the crib, playing drinking games. I think we were like playing Uno and just like chilling with the homies, and one of our friends was like, bro, you should try to DJ. And I was like, bro, I've never thought about that. And I was like, bro, isn't that shit like super expensive? Like, the equipment's like thousands of dollars, whatever. And he's like, man, like, well, first off, I think you can download the free software to just do it off your laptop, to just mess with it.
Yeah.
And then, you can obviously, do what you want to do from there. And so I downloaded Virtual DJ on my laptop. And it's crazy because before that, like, I would have like YouTube put up on my laptop, and I had like 8 or 9 tabs open, and I would literally be mixing it through the YouTube tabs. Like, I would like start to cut the volume down on one and start to cut another one up. And like, I would like, I kid you not, like, that's how I would do it. And so I downloaded Virtual DJ. I was doing it off my laptop. And so one day, after college, once I started working, I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just go buy a deck. And so I went, I bought it. and just like was doing it every night, just mixing. I paid like $15 for the Serato Pro, like the software for the license. I mean, and I mean that was really it, bro. But like, it's tough because I mean, man, I just listen to like so much different music to where like I kind of make it difficult on myself because I'm like, man, do I want to do house music? Do I want to do rap? It's like that's the stuff that I grew up with, you know. Of course, the Pierres, the Cardis, you know, everything, all that rap, under that umbrella. But then, like, I started to find out as I got into DJing about dance music, about house music, not necessarily like dubstep and shit. Like that stuff is cool,
like Drake's album type shit.
But like so house music, so like that type of music, that's the shit that I like. Like and when I mix that type of music, it's the most fun. Like I did a gig out. And like this big huge mansion and like Westlake, this girl, her mom owned it and she was out of town. And like I was playing that type of music and I was just seeing everybody dancing, bro. And like crazy. It was just fun. Like that type of stuff is fun, bro. Like the vibe is insane. And so I'm kind of mad because at the party, bro, I feel like I dropped the ball big time by not playing Drake shit because like I would have definitely started like mixing some of that in. Yeah. But I mean I wouldn't have gone like full blown house mode just because like I don't really think that everybody would be in that whole like shuffling and whatnot. But
we would have surprised you. Yeah.
You'd be surprised, man. Yeah, I would say
you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. It's pretty diverse, bro. They be kind of just, you know, vibing, bro. That's why, like, I fuck with it so much because, like, we don't really care. Like, you just, like, whatever. We're just kind of wherever you would have took it, like, we probably would have went with you type shit.
And that's why I like DJing those type of, like, the house parties and then, like, the events. So, like, you know, art shows or, like, I haven't done a gala or nothing, but like a gala event to where it's like I don't have to play. Like, of course, I like Lil Baby, I like you know Dirk, I like those guys, but I don't necessarily have to play that top 100 music that's popping right there and then. I have the freedom to kind of just do what I want. Now, obviously, if somebody comes and asks, like, you know, when homegirl was like, "Hey, you know,
can I play Bad Bunny?"
She was like, "Are you gonna play Bad Bunny?" And I was like, "I had planned on it."
Fuck no.
But like, I had planned on it. And I didn't tell her this, but like, I think I can't remember who I was talking to, but like, he was my homie who was sitting next to me. We were like chilling, and he was like, "Bro, you gotta play Bad Bunny. You gotta play Bad Bunny."
That's what he can tell you.
Yeah, and so. Cause he likes Bad Bunny, like he's been listening to his album and whatnot, which is extremely crazy because he's like hella picky with music, like hella picky. And so I can't remember if I was talking to Drake or not. He's like, "Bro, I can't believe you're playing Bad Bunny. Like, bro, this is so crazy." And I was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I played a party one time and like it was hella Hispanic people and I played Bad Bunny and buddy came up and was like, 'So, bro, did you like play Bad Bunny because it's like hella Hispanic people in here, bro?" And I was like, "Bro, no." For real? I was literally just playing Bad Bunny because like I fuck with the song. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want to make like I don't want to do that assumption. I don't want to make that assumption. And so when she came up to me and asked me, I was like, "Hey," she asked me if I was gonna play Bad Bunny. He's like, "All right, man, go ahead, load it up, bro."
Do it.
Yeah, so
I hear play this song first.
Man, so yeah, I just I started playing Bad Bunny, but I mean, yeah, bro. So like, unless somebody comes up to me and like kind of like it's like that, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and like, and if I hear somebody's like, "Yo, what the hell is this shit?" Like, then it's like, let me dial back a little bit. Like,
has that ever happened to you?
So, man, it happened at one party, and it was like two people out of literally, bro. This was like a huge ass house party, and it's like two people. I'm playing like, bro, OG like Chief Keef, bro. Like people are going crazy and they're like, "What is this?" And I'm like, so I'm gonna stop playing this while everybody else is going crazy because y'all two are not y'all want me to play like Beyonce or some shit.
Yeah, like probably.
Nah. So yeah, just kept it going and yeah, man, it was yeah. So
yeah, I would say I think that's a thing that like
the hard part.
Yeah, the hard part about being a DJ. Yeah, it's hard to please everybody, bro. Because everyone is gonna want to hear a certain song when they're lit, and it's not gonna be the same for everybody. So,
and I mean, and it's one of those things where like when people start to get lit, it's easier when you're in an environment like that because people aren't super focused on the music, but they're just kind of vibing. Whereas like if you're in a club, like people like if your homie's not talking to you, that's the only thing you hear.
Yeah.
And so like if a trash song comes on, you're like, bro, what is he playing? And like just like for the record, like I mix and I'm a like I claim to be a DJ, but I haven't done those gigs to where it's like, oh yeah, bro, like this is like, you know, I'm officially a DJ at this point. Yeah. So
I'm playing pool parties in Austin.
Yeah. So like I mean, and I've done some bigger ones, and I've done some small ones, but like I'm nowhere near like a Hella Yellow or like those guys who are obviously like, you know, doing the clubs and doing stuff like that. But like at some point, I don't necessarily want to do clubs, but I mean, shit, bro, I want to be doing big parties. I want to be doing, you know, some pool parties on Sundays or like a brunch or something like that, bro.
Would you do like a huge festival? Like
100%.
Like
100%.
EDC
where people are there to literally dance and go crazy, that 100%, bro. Where I have like a set of like 20, 25 songs, 100%.
They're like, you get a cool light show and everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Has while you were like doing it, like DJing stuff like that, has anybody like ever like been lit that like they became annoying, like asking for something like, hey bro, like you gotta play this, like you gotta play this, and like you didn't play it like instantly, so they came back like 2 minutes later and like.
Nah, I've had like people try to like pay me and be like, hey bro, you know, I'll give you this money for, you know, for this song, whatever. And so like I didn't have a song, and he kept coming back trying to pay me. And I'm like, bro, I don't have the song. So he like set the money down. It was like $5. He like set the $5 down, and I was like, man, like I'm not drinking. Like I could have been a hoe and like took this drunk dude's money. But like I didn't. But he just kept coming back like, bro, play this song. I'm like, bro, I don't have this song, bro. I do not have this song. So, and for the most part, I mean, it's only been like stuff like how we were at, but then also like the other house parties that I've done that were bigger. I mean, the crowds were cool, so it's like, you know, I've always had my homies with me too, like my real big homies. So like they're always like
just
around the table. They're always like around the table and stuff.
Go fuck with you.
Yeah, for sure.
So Brandon, I have a question for you.
Let's hear it, bro. What's up?
Now that we're back from our commercial breaks.
Oh my god.
We were just talking about anime off the camera a little. You said you're kind of far deep into Shippuden. You got 3 seasons left.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 seasons left. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But we know that's like 500 episodes. So.
Oh yeah, totally. You've met all the Akatsuki members?
So I know Toby is gonna be somebody. I know Toby is somebody else. But his character isn't like as deep into, I'm assuming, what it's gonna be. But for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, on that poster right there that we have there, the recurring question I like to ask all our people is, if you had to pick any of the 3, any 3 top 3, who would it be of your Akatsuki members?
Well, the best villain I've ever come across, Pain. Pain is too cold. I can't remember his name, but buddy with the shark tooth sword.
Oh, Kisame.
Kisame, I love him, bro. He's just like his character is just dope. So Pain, Kisame, and then
that's the same picture you showed us the last time that has all these motherfuckers that aren't.
Well, some of them are, and actually.
Well, like most of them are, but like not like the main ones in Shippuden, you know?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good one
for sure.
Man, I'll tell
you who I hate it. I can't stand Data, bro. He's just
really.
He's a clown. His character is just like, he's so corny, bro. He's so corny.
Are you in the 4th grade Ninja War yet?
I'm about to be. Yeah, because I was trying to find because it was a time period where I stopped. Because it was because everything on Hulu had went to subbed on that like a certain part. But now they made it dubbed. It's all dubbed now on for like the rest of the season. So I'm back watching it. But but I was trying to find where I was at. Dude. I was trying to find where I was at, and my roommate came in and he was like, we were looking at the episodes, and he was like, "Oh no, you're too far down. That's the Ninja War or whatever." And I was like, oh, "Okay, so something's about to pop off."
So some shit's about to go down.
But he's like, "Yeah, you're not that far." And I was like, "Okay, bet." And then I found where I was at. But
so you're like leading up to that right now.
Yeah. So right now it's like
filler.
It's bro, like
There's
the most
so
pointless
much.
filler, bro. Going back and it's talking about. It just got done talking about what's his name, Sensei.
Kakashi.
So it's on Kakashi now, but it was what's his name, Kurenai, not Kurenai, but oh my gosh, it was Naruto's Aruka Sensei.
Aruka.
It was like talking about how he came up with Naruto, and it's like going back and. Man, like when they were younger, I hated that shit, bro. I hated that shit. Sakura, annoying, like useless. I'm like, bro, shut up.
Dick riding,
bro.
It is too.
Bro,
My boy Naruto over here trying to show you real love.
man, they're all like, Naruto, why don't you stop talking and let Sasuke talk? And I'm like, bro, who made this and was like, you know what, let's make it like this.
Yeah.
'Cause that shit, yeah, but to your core, so Pain, Kisame, and then man, probably I mean not to be super basic, but like
Itachi.
Itachi, yeah, Itachi.
Yeah, it's all.
That's what I said
Itachi.
too, bro. That's like one of those like, bro, everyone fucks with it. He's Itachi, bro. Like
I will say outside of the Akatsuki, man, Orochimaru's a dog. Orochimaru's a dog, bro.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
That's King Slime right
Man,
there.
King Slime for real, bro. King Slime for real, bro. Like when he went in there, when he went in there and he offed the Hokage, I was like, bro, man, walk in your trap and take over your trap, like for real. Went in his spot, and bro was slithering his tongue and all that, and off that man, bro.
Crazy.
Off that man.
that shit
sure.
easy.
For sure.
This guy. He doesn't watch hentai. It's okay.
But
Okay. Another question, because we were talking about it and we were getting on Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Are you excited for what's to come, or are you
bro,
like
100%.
you like fuck? Like, are you upset? Because I'm upset that we have to wait like a whole other 1-2 years or
See, I
something.
didn't know we had to wait that long.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He said, "Yeah."
I didn't know we had to wait that long. So yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. Because I mean, the way the last episode ended, bro, like
He's pulling up on them.
Pulling
They
up
sent
on them.
one colossal tie-in, and he sent back millions.
yeah, bro. So yeah, the fact I didn't know we had to wait that long. That's a little discouraging.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry to bring
all
that
good.
news.
It's all good.
Sorry to.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
It's all good.
Is there any other questions you want to ask?
I will say though, so outside of anime, I don't know like if y'all into like Game of Thrones and stuff, but August 21st.
Yeah.
So
August
House of
21st.
Dragons.
We're gonna do. I think we're talking about doing a reaction video to it.
Hey man, that would be dope. That would be dope, man.
Like
'cause
talk about it and shit.
Yeah.
That'd be fire, bro. That
Man,
shit's
that-
gonna go crazy.
There's no way that joint's not gonna be
fire,
heat.
right? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I said. I was like, bro, you can't mess this shit up. It's fucking dragons,
Bro,
bro.
We're gonna figure out why Khaleesi was so damn crazy.
Crazy.
Bro, if they do like how they did like Game of Thrones,
So
where they like let off like the last like season and like it just trashes the whole like series. I swear if they do that,
Nah,
this book is done. This book is completely done.
Oh, so they're just gonna follow this story.
They can, but the directors have already said that they've already done their little twist to it, where they've like, because in the book there's certain
August
characters
21st,
that
baby.
don't get enough attention to detail,
Okay.
and so they gave them more
Okay.
attention to detail. They're like, we added more background to them.
That's
it wasn't,
good.
It
That's-
wasn't just
yeah.
like what the book offered.
that's good. Detail is good because in the last season there wasn't enough detail and they
At
rushed
all.
it, so that's what made
Yeah.
it trash. That's
Yep.
what
They
ruined
rushed that
it.
shit so
Yep.
much, bro.
Man,
I mean, that
Right,
shit was
yeah.
kind of badass when she was fucking that shit up.
yeah.
Like seeing that, because that was really like the first time we saw like. I mean, if y'all haven't seen shit, she was burning down the whole fucking
Bruh,
city, bro.
going
Like
crazy.
going crazy,
Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
crazy.
That
But-
shit was live.
That
Like,
was her mad queen right
No,
there.
for
that's
sure,
why I think
for
this
sure.
shit, it's gonna be crazy, bro. Because like that's how like that's what they're gonna be fighting with. They're gonna be fighting with their dragons going against each
yeah.
other and
wait,
shit.
they can talk about like the kind of like the rise of what's his name? He was
The Mad King?
No, besides Mad King, but like the what's his name? He was the king of King's Landing in the like very beginning.
So this is taking 150 years.
Yeah, this is an
before-
older-
Before that, okay.
yeah, yeah. This is like
Before Game of-
this is
yeah.
all when the
Yeah.
Targaryens were running shit.
Yeah, I knew it was like before like Game of Thrones, but I wasn't sure like
How
when.
time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty far, yeah.
years.
Okay.
But
no, this
so
one's-
yeah, you excited for that Game
Yeah,
of Thrones?
nah, for sure,
Big
for sure.
big Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was super late to it.
Same.
I put them on, and I had been telling them, I'd been like, bro, y'all need to watch this, and they're like, that looks fucking lame.
Yeah,
bro.
The first season, like in our defense, the first season's kind of slow. But
first season's kind of boring, but bro, as much
once
like
you get
in
to season
detail
2, not even 3. Once you get to season 3, shit starts.
They start going
off.
crazy, bro. They cut off old boy's head. I was like,
at the
in
end,
front of his daughter. I was like, oh
crazy.
damn, yeah,
So,
bro.
Joffrey.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
that
I was so happy about that. I was like, yes.
Bro, the way he
choke, bitch. Choke.
Yeah, man. I stood when he died.
Ramsey,
I kid you
bro.
not, I stood up.
Oh,
Him,
Ramsey. Oh,
Joffrey, when they died, I was like,
Let's fucking go.
The Night King
Night
with Arya
King.
came out of nowhere.
Oh man, I was watching it with my homies, and we were jumping up, dapping each other, bro. Yeah, that was wild.
Everyone was like, Jon Snow's gonna save the day. He's gonna do it.
Nah.
That dude was like, bro, I got the ops with me and fucking rose them up real quick.
I do wish we would have gotten a spinoff for Arya though, because she's setting off and like about to become a conquistador.
So
He's about to become a conquistador.
they did announce that Jon Snow's character, Kit Harington, he is getting a spinoff for his. So there could be an Arya one in the works, which like the people would want. Who wouldn't? Yeah,
because they built I feel like they built up her character like too much for them not to do that. Like,
exactly. Let her get older in age, maybe a little, and then come back, and it's like it's been 5 years.
So since y'all are Game of Thrones fans, on Netflix, The Last Kingdom. Have you seen The Last Kingdom?
No, but I think I've seen like the little trailer for it or whatever, and it's kind of close to.
It's basically the Netflix version of Game of Thrones.
Really?
But it is extremely good, bro. Extremely
really.
good.
Would you say it's better than Game of Thrones?
So, man.
How many seasons?
So the way that the ending was because the final season just came out like a few months ago, and so I will say it's a bit.
Oh wow! During the
it's a bit corny, but like when you start to think about how Game of Thrones was, it's the exact same way. I mean, like the way they talk.
Yeah,
like,
Game of Thrones is kind of corny.
Looking back at it, but like. Man, the character development, the way that like you get attached to the characters, it's the exact same. It's the exact. It's literally the Netflix version of Game of Thrones. So,
dragons and shit too.
Is it Vikings?
So not dragons, but
it looks like Nordic and Saxons.
It's so there's like Nordic. There's some Nordic aspects to it. It's Saxon, so it's gonna be like a lot of your old like English type of stuff. So like your old like one of the main like kings is like King Edward, and so that's like he's where is he in? But it's England, so like the Orthodox Christians and stuff like that. So it's dope though. It's good. It's good. It's like I said, it's hella corny because like I mean the main character, the way he talks and the way he looks, you're just like. This is head ass, but it's like it's good. It's good.
Is that him right there in like the little thing?
Okay. My boy Uhtred. That's his name.
Uhtred. That boy like he belongs at Starbucks. He works at Starbucks.
A barista.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, he about that action, bro. You watch. You'll see. He about that action, bro.
Hey, so since we're talking about Netflix, and Alex probably gonna roast me for this one. But
Ozark.
Yep. I was asking, have you seen Ozark before?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course, bro.
That's a good show.
I'm lacking bad.
You haven't seen Ozark?
No.
Have you finished Ozark?
Yes.
Okay.
Bro, you gotta watch Ozark. Bro.
Yeah. Very good ending. They're not a very good ending, but like good ending.
So I'm a big fan of the Breaking Bad series.
Okay.
And then they've always told me they're like that's like the same thing, just money laundering instead.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. That's accurate.
It's good comparison.
From what I've seen Breaking Bad, I haven't watched all of Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Watch the
Blue methamphetamine.
Man, Walter White.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, Walter White was. Man, he started
Heisenberg.
He started cussing his wife out and turning up on her. I was like, see, this is the Walt we needed, man.
From the very beginning.
You better let her know, Walt.
Man, just put your foot down, bro. You making bread for the family. You taking care.
The breadwinner for sure.
Don't you like that new purse you just got, bitch?
No, it is what it is.
Wow, take it.
Yeah. No, same thing with Wendy. She was like, you bite a little bit more than you can chew. Just, stay in your lane.
Yeah, calm down a little bit.
The funny thing is, I was like trying to put mom onto the show. I put it on in like the first episode. And spoiler alert, like for the first episode, I put it on for months like that, and we're watching like that, and then like when motherfuckers start like getting murked, people are like falling from the skies like that, and also mom's like, yeah, I'm not like this is too much, I can't watch this. You know, it's crazy because she told me that, and then literally I came home like 3 months later. I see she's on like the 4th or 5th episode of season 1. I was like
locked in.
I was like, hold on. She's like, this is actually a pretty good show. I was like,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Hey, Rose,
for sure.
Real. She's real.
Yeah, she's a real one.
She's real.
Yeah, she's
Narcos.
real.
Narcos.
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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Narcos, and then there's multiple versions, but the
I like
El
the
Chapo
Mexico one.
Oh yeah, Mexico was fire. The Mexico one was fire.
That boy Pedro Pascal.
Oh man, yeah, you talking about some G's like that. That
motherfucker.
That shit right there had me
The
like
Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Was there any questions you have for us, or
I mean,
any last things you want to say?
I mean, no questions, but I mean, you know, just not to be like cliche or whatever, but like, man, like what y'all are doing is dope, bro. Like, y'all are doing this shit, but like, it's so like natural and I can't think of the word, but it's like it's hella grassroots, bro. Like y'all are just doing this because y'all love to do it, and it's like you can see that, like you know, the conversations, you know, how y'all are doing it out the crib. You know, y'all aren't, you know, freaking monitoring like, oh no, let's only talk about this, or let's only talk y'all are running with it, and you know, y'all are making it shake, bro. So it's like, that's a pause actually, but like, so I mean, you know, like I was saying with Cam, man, like, you know, y'all just keep going. I mean, y'all don't need me to tell y'all that, but like what y'all are doing is dope. I mean, and it's dope. It's super dope how y'all have everybody on the team, like all your homies doing something and being a part of it. Because I mean, that's not, you know, that's not something that a lot of people who start this type of stuff do. They don't involve everybody. They don't, you know, get people to, you know, oh, you like doing this? Okay, well, bet you're that. You know, oh, you like doing this? Oh, you're that. You know, a lot of people will take off, and then it's like, boom, you know, I have a professional team who does this for me now. Where it's like, you know,
exactly.
It makes it better when you're doing it with your homies, and then you get to that point to where, I mean, y'all basically are the professional team. So it's like, we have our video guy, we have our sound guy, we have everything, and they've been doing it for 12 years now, you know, so they're professionals.
Yeah.
So it's dope, man. Y'all keep going, bro. You know, just, I mean, I already know, 'cause like I said, my homie, he was doing like content creation on like TikTok and on Instagram, and I saw the days where like, man, he was having to post 3 or 4 times a day and nothing was hitting. Yeah. But then that next day it's like, boom, 30K or whatever it is. So it's like, sheesh. You know, I mean, he hit that algorithm, bro. I'm telling you. So it's just like, man, those days, I'm sure y'all have had those days where it's like, man, shit is tough, but you know, just keep going, bro. Keep going.
It's a grind.
Appreciate it, bro.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, just trying to, like, you know, like, I've always been like a big, like, if I eat, the whole team eats. So and like I never wanted this to be something that I'm forcing anyone to do something they don't want to do. Right. You know, so I feel like that's kind of why, like, you know, if someone didn't come, or if like whatever, if it like
pause.
Yeah, pause.
That one was a little bit more.
One of those, like, bro, like I was gonna do it regardless of if I had help or not. You know, like, and the fact that, you know, we're doing this all together and we're all boys before it. And like, you know, it's a little different, bro. Like you said, like, we're coming from a good place where we're not just trying to like do this to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing it just because we really do enjoy just having people on, getting to know new people, and just, you know, build relationships, trying to build a community. That's where I'm like really trying to do with this. And then, because once we do that, then we're all just gonna be helping each other out. You know, like you said, you want to DJ and stuff, and like, you know, this podcast could be fucking 3 hours long. You know, from like, you know, you just seem like you're a really interesting guy and stuff. But we're saying, you know, you're DJing, and like, I definitely want to start cooking up some stuff, you know, like you said, little kickbacks, or like 100%. Even like a little like music festival. Like, you know, we know a lot of artists here in the area that you know, are pretty good. So I kind of want to start doing something with the music scene here. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of been one of those things where I feel like that's kind of like our niche, you know. Like, I'd say, because like, if we could build that up, try to build like a no jumper type shit. I don't know if you know who that is. For sure. So like that type shit, but in Austin, you know what I mean? Because like, I I don't know anyone that's doing that personally.
Right.
Maybe it's, you know, like there is and I just don't know, but me personally, I haven't seen any of that. So I feel like that's a good lane for us just because organically I'm starting to meet all these people that are making music and I fuck with all of them. So not even just because they're making music, just because like I knew them before, you know what I mean? And then building relationships from that. So
and that's the thing about Austin is that like, man, there's so much music out here, but the market is so untapped, bro. Like, like man, it's so wide open.
Yeah,
like,
there's not a sound for Austin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
At all.
So
it's
I feel like that's a good thing, but I know what you mean. Like it's kind of like
it's. I mean, it's the door is there to be kicked down by whoever's gonna kick that hoe down, basically.
Exactly.
So
just waiting for that one.
It's gonna be a good market to tap like whenever someone actually does it.
Y'all think it's because we're weird?
I think it's just because like I feel like a lot of people don't know what like how Austin is exactly.
Which is actually really interesting to think about though, because like we have ACL, like what not an ACL one, but we have South by Southwest like that, and people like there's like it's wide open. People can do stuff. And people do the local shows.
Yeah,
and even more, it's like it's really interesting because like we're known as the live capital or live music capital of the world. So it's like really like
I think it's just because like Texas, you think country music. You come here, there's motherfuckers that don't even listen to country music. There's more rappers here than anything.
Yeah.
But
Wait till we get our own like Austin rap. Like Houston rap?
I think that's gonna be
that's what I'm saying. Like we're
Austin.
gonna get to that point where like, you know, like we're gonna start having our own sound and shit. And I feel like if we could tap in before shit starts to pop off, it's a you know,
it's a wave to ride.
Yeah.
Pause.
No, for sure.
We're gonna be ahead of the wave. We're gonna be the people making the waves, you know. So,
no, but I'm definitely trying to come in, bro, on that, you know, with my DJ stuff and kind of just, I mean, because like I said, you know, I kind of I take pride in that aspect of, you know, the stuff that I listen to is so different. Not so different, but like
a specific group of people listen to it.
A specific group of people listen to it. But then on top of that, like I can pretty much play for any group of people. And so it's like I want to give I want to give people stuff to do outside of the clubs, you know, outside of, you know, when people are pulling up to Zilker. And there's 100 people out there. I mean, shoot, we got the sound boxes. It's like, man, if I can plug in my stuff, it's like, boom, we got a party on Zilker, bro. So it's like
it's
stuff like that. Exactly. So
that's how it is, bro.
Yeah,
so if we have someone that is like good at doing the whole DJ shit and like actually wants to start getting into it, absolutely. We're gonna be talking to each other for sure, bro. Because
we got some artists too.
Yeah, we got like I said, I definitely want to have like a little music like festival, concert, something like plan it. Like, and I know Cam's told me that you also have like an artist that you manage. I know we didn't talk about that, but we'll definitely get you on again, bro. Because I feel like our relationship's probably gonna get build up stronger, and then you know, like I said, there's gonna be stuff that we didn't even get to in this pod. So,
100%.
but no, I mean, I just want to say appreciate you for coming on to the podcast, hitting us up, because at the end of the day, bro, that's all I really. If you want to get on the pod, just hit us up and we could plan it, bro. Because I'm down to get anybody on. You know, it doesn't matter who you are.
Do not be scared.
Yeah, like bro, like I'm open to everybody. It's just one of those like. I want it to add value to a conversation. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And I know this is something that not everyone does, so it's like a little nerve wracking and shit. But like, you know, my whole thing is I just want like to anyone to come on and be comfortable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we did a decent job of that. You know, I feel like
it just felt like we was having a conversation. It just felt like we was just chopping it up.
Exactly.
That's
all we want at the end of the day.
That's the goal. So
chop it up with us. What's up?
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
You know, thanks for coming on again, Brandon. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching the video, listening to the audio. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, bro. Discord, don't forget, we have a little Discord chat if you want to come chop it up with us in there. Where you know, that's kind of like where if you want to have conversations with us, we're in there. You know, we have a good little group of people, so we could start trying to build up the community and whatnot. But we really do appreciate everything. Don't forget to watch out for these new videos we have coming soon. We have some big things coming, you know. Some may or may not have a new show coming out very soon. You know, not going to say any names. We'll keep that on the low. But, we appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all next Monday. Peace.
Bye.
Each of us.
Love y'all.
All I smoke is broccoli.
Damn, man, shit. Appreciate y'all, man. That was dope.
That was dope.
Yes, sir. It's nice.
Hey,
Nice meeting you.
Nice to officially meet you, bro.
oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
for
for real.
sure, for sure. Appreciate you, man.
We'll be in touch.
Don't lose.
So,
Absolutely.
all right, dog. All right. Man, theoreticals, bro. Shit, man. I'll see y'all boys later.
Yeah,
Let me know.
bro.
Let me know whenever y'all are doing shit, man. Shit, if I'm getting out the house, I'll definitely pull up. Shit, if y'all need mixing, I'm 100%.
We'll bring some wine.
Oh yeah, bring some wine out.
Bring some wine.
Shout me out there. Shit, y'all
Alright,
see you,
guys. Be safe.
Be safe.
Another podcast down. 8 months into the year. Come on now.
Wow, he did it.
That's
Right, just for the Patreon.
That's going on the Patreon, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.